All right.
It's time to ask a realtor with our friend Steve. He'll give you all the answers to your housing needs. Special guests entertain and inform the land. Ask a realtor, ask Steve Gates, the man.
Hey. All right, Steve. This is a long overdue installment of Ask a Realtor with Steve Gates, coming to you live from the real estate bunker. That little jingle was done for me by a very talented young man named Bobby LaRusso. Thanks, Bobby. I love the jingle. So what I wanted to do today was just kind of talk a little bit about the 2019 housing market and how it may be changing a little bit from what we've seen in 2018. There's a lot of talk out there, if you're interested in real estate, about what kind of a market it is. The 2018 market was very obviously a strong seller's market. We saw a lot of high home prices, and prices were continuing to rise. And in past years, we've seen jumps annually of up to like 10 or 12% in some areas, where home prices just keep going up and sellers are selling them fairly quickly because there's been pretty low inventory on the market. So not a lot of houses for sale makes it easier to raise your price, because if someone needs to buy a house, you can get top dollar for it because there's not a lot of houses to choose from. It also was a very strong seller's market because there were very historically low mortgage rates. Some mortgage rates were sub 4 for people with good budgets and very good credit. 4 to 4.5% has been very common for the past couple of years. And that really helped to make it a very strong seller's market. A lot of experts have been talking about a shift possibly coming. And we're already starting to see that. Just recently, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates about 0.5% or so. So some of the experts are suggesting that in 2019, we may see interest rates go from around 4.5% or so to up to close to 6, maybe 5.8% by the end of the year, which would be really the highest interest rates we've seen for the past 8 years or more. And as rates rise, buying power decreases, resulting in a slowdown of sales and slowing down your price momentum. It's not widely thought that homes are going to completely continue to rise in price, but we're not going to see 10% jumps. We're going to see maybe 2% jumps, 3% jumps, stuff like that. So the price growth overall is going to continue to slow, but home prices should still continue to increase a little bit. Excuse me. One of the other things that is going to be very interesting is kind of a strong entry to the housing market in millennials going for their first time house purchase. A lot of millennials will be turning around, say, 29 years old this year. And a lot of experts are forecasting that about close to half, or about 45% of new mortgages for 2019 probably will come from those who are in the millennial age set, with about 37 to 40% of new mortgages being from Gen Xers like myself, and about 17, maybe 20% of new mortgages coming from baby boomers. So the millennials are going to contribute to a lot of first-time home buying. That being said, the inventory is still expected to stay pretty low. So one of the things that does, if there's not a lot of houses to buy, in addition to making the prices go up and increasing the competition for those that are for sale, it also kind of gives rentals a boost, because if you can't find a house to buy, you still need a place to live. So people will continue to rent. So a lot of the experts are thinking that national rents are going to rise, but that should be helped by new construction. A lot of companies are kind of seeing this trend starting and are building new apartments. So we should see an increase in rental inventory to help alleviate, the issues with the low for sale inventory. Overall, the outlook for 2019 is good. A lot of people have been kind of, throwing some dire predictions out there that it's going to slump and there's going to be a bubble and all this stuff. I've read a lot of the articles. I think it's wise to be cautious, and it's wise to make sure that you have all the information available to you and do a lot of research if you're thinking about buying a house or selling a house. But I don't think that we're going to see like a crazy drop and it's going to be a bad market or anything like that. People are still going to be buying a house. People are still going to be selling their houses. People are still going to be looking for places to rent. And investors are still going to be able to find deals and, do business as well. The demographics will continue to support the demand that's out there. The slower price appreciation is going to allow for incomes and buying power to catch up a little bit. So those rising mortgage rates are going to decrease people's buying power. But if the rate at which the houses are raising in price slows, that will allow for a little bit of catch up. Slower sales will allow for the inventory to catch up a little bit and level off. So overall, I think, 2018 may end up being, or 2019, excuse me. Wow, already. 2019 may result in being, overall a healthier housing market. I've got a great article where I sourced a lot of my information from Forbes online that I'll share in the comments down below. And it's a pretty good read if you have any interest in real estate. I think it's pretty cool. Got a couple people watching: Mike Oliver, my wife Lisa, Gene Volpe, the evil bald ninja himself. What's up, man? Thanks for checking in. If anybody likes good beer, check out Spellbound Brewing Company. That guy, Mike Oliver, is the man making all that beer down there, and it's so good. I'm going to have to come and see you soon, Mike. I miss you guys. So I put a little poll question on my video, and if you cared to answer the poll question, the correct answer is that it's still a seller's market. It is beginning to shift, though, towards a buyer's market. So it's kind of in a little bit of a middle ground a little bit. And, things are going to be changing a little bit. But overall, I think if you're in the market to buy a house, you can still find a house to buy. If you're in the market to sell your house, you can sell your house and get a good price for it. So if you have any further questions, feel free to hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, cell phone, snail mail, pop by, drop in, take me out to lunch. Any of those things are all very, very fun. So I'm going to leave you with my little jingle from my main man, Bobby Lowe, and check him out. He plays at Trainwreck Distillery down in Mount Holly pretty frequently, and he's a very talented young man. All right. Thanks for stopping in to Ask a Realtor. If anybody has any questions, hit me up. I will be happy to entertain you.
Special guests entertain and inform the land. Ask a Realtor, ask Steve Gates, man.
Have a nice weekend.